Today we are unboxing that new Motion Raceworks shifter that you've seen everywhere, literally everywhere. Stick around. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the garage. And first off, disclaimer. I paid for this. I'm not sponsored by Motion Raceworks, and I will never be sponsored by Motion Raceworks. Even if they reached out and said, hey, we want to send you free parts. No, they're not a company that I necessarily want to be in business with for a couple reasons that are personal to me. But I think they make good parts, and they're made here in America. And some of them are at a reasonable price. Not all of them. This is one of them that I think is at a semi-reasonable price. I don't even know what they call this thing. Let me grab the packing thing here, the packing slip. It is the Operator Series billet shifter. Now, if you've ever had to shop for shifters out there, you can get them for $200-300 all the way up to well over $1,000. This is kind of middle of the line. I don't remember what I paid for this, maybe $600. So it's middle line, but I think that it's nice for the price that you do pay. Now, I am a Hurst quarter stick guy for days. Love that shifter. It's easy to work with, easy to set up. The limit switches are easy to set up. It's got great options or optional accessories for electric or pneumatic shift. This one I bought without the shift assist on it, but it can always be added later on. And I also did buy the cup holder attachment because it's nice to have a cup holder in drag and drive cars now. The cup holder attachment, they really break it off in you on that thing. So just beware. It may be like one of those things where you buy something to get in the door and then they're gonna really nail you on the accessory. So let's open it up. Oh, sweet, a dum-dum. They sent me a dum-dum for spending probably $600 on this package. Now, mind you, I've got probably 3 other boxes over here with Motion. In fact, there's one on top of the car because I'm going to be installing their Zeus rails. I'm not questioning whether or not they make good products. I don't want people to be sitting here being like, oh, you're just a Motion hater. And I will say the dual cup holder attachment is pretty nice. Like, it's designed for you know, the shifter. It's a nice kit. It looks good. Comes with all the hardware. I just do not give a flying crap whether or not it fits the Mountain Dew bottle. That's all I'll say about that. So, sticker, we'll add that to the trash. And finally, let's get this crap out of the way. Oh, go. Let's take a look at what we're actually wanting to look at. Okay. So we've got a mounting kit. We've got our bracket for our transmission, which is nice. ABC, depending on what you're running this with. This is a TH400 because we're going to be replacing the ratchet shifter in there. I hate ratchet shifters. Gotta go. Looks like cable retention. Okay, I was about to freak out. And then mounting feet and another dum-dum. Okay, first off, I don't know how you feel about these skinny things. I know they make different insert handles, though I'm not 100% sure how they go on this unless you have to drill holes in it because it doesn't really seem to be a way. Ooh. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. I don't know if I like that. I do like everything except for that, and we'll talk about that here in a second. And last but not least, I thought for a second there it didn't have a cable, but it does. And it's just a standard shift cable. I don't know what in the world's going on over there. I'm guessing this is the transmission pan side bracket for mounting it on there. Sure looks like it. I don't know. probably help to read the instructions. Nothing comes with instructions in the box anymore. You gotta go on the website, so just be aware. There's no instructions with the unit itself. Let's zoom in here, get a closer look at what we're dealing with, because I want to go over a couple things. Okay, I've kind of mixed it up here. Normally I use this as my semi-close-up camera, and this one over here is my far back camera, but I want you guys to be able to take a good look at this. It does have writing on both sides, I guess, if you're putting it in a right-hand drive car. So, and the linkage for the CO2 assist or electric assist is in there, and it looks like it has a way of accessing the pin through this little side area here. We do have switch, at least one limit switch on the back, probably a neutral safety switch or a reverse. Is there one on the front? Oh, there's one on the front too. So you got two sets of wires, so you're going to have a reverse switch and a neutral switch on this. So as we go from park, there, can you see that? Is that better? So as we go from park, we squeeze the handle, pull back, goes into reverse. So it's really weird that if you're even riding the handle, it can be easy to go straight into neutral. So you gotta kind of give this handle a pull. Well, even then it shoots right past reverse if you're not careful. But you can just jam it forward to make sure that you're in reverse. And then of course, pull back into neutral. Neutral drops down. You've got a reverse lockout like is needed on this. So, okay, and you push forward on it to go into reverse lockout. I do like that. Do like that feature. So push forward, reverse lockout, neutral. Now, going back into first, pull it back, we're in first. Here's probably the first thing I don't like about it really, is I can't just grab this and go into second. Let me adjust that camera. I can't grab this and go into second. Thing's going to smash my knuckles. So I have to pull back to go into second. And then it's, you know, okay, there's going to be more resistance on this whenever the cable's in there. Like it's falling into the indents. Man, I really don't like that. So maybe just bump it back and let it go. Works all right that way if you're the kind that just slaps it back. Same for third. And surprisingly, it looks like you probably could push it out third, but you can't. You've got to use the trigger on that. So there is some additional retention there. And then of course, moving forward, you got to use the trigger all the way till your reverse lockout. Okay. Bottom side, mounting holes for those brackets wherever I put them. Not sure. This thing bolts. Okay, I see. Cup holder bolts up here to these three bolts, then sticks off to the side right there. Doesn't look like you could reverse it, but I mean, I guess you could run it in two bolts on the other side if you wanted to, but it's going to be on the right side, so keep that in mind whenever you're mounting this. Nice cable grip on the end for your shifter there. There's a threaded piece there as if there might be, oh, you know what? That cable did have a little arm on one end, and that's the arm that you would thread into there to hold that. So I like that feature of it too. So all in all, I'm going to give it a shot. For the price, I think it's reasonable. Okay, so I'm really happy with what I'm seeing here. For the price, it's going to be hard to beat this unit. It's got a couple small things I'm not sure about. I really don't like this 1-2 thing. I guess if I don't put my whole fingers on there, I'm going to have to get used to shifting it or just slapping it. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. See maybe what other guys are doing. That's one of the reasons I like the quarter stick. It's just a ball, just bap, 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 you know, go through the gears. Everything else about it though, A+. You know, for the price, the build quality on this knocks it out of the park. Good job, Motion Raceworks. I'll be excited to get it mounted up in the Monte Carlo with the Turbo 400 on there, see how it does, and maybe take it out and get some races put on next year. Also, depending on if we go to a standalone or something on there, which we're not planning on right now, we'll look at going to a CO2, probably CO2, because I think we're eventually going to twin turbo this. And whenever we do that, we'll go to Motion also for that stuff. So, as I said, I don't want you guys thinking that I'm hating on Motion. I know I critique their stuff quite a bit, but some of it is overpriced. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not one of those things. I say if you're in the market for a shifter, as long as you can get over the 1-2 issue, this is one that I would definitely consider putting in another car, like even possibly the Nova, if I ever had issues with my quarter stick. And I'll be honest with you, the electric shifter on that's not been ideal, but it's not been an issue up until now because the car's not fast enough. We're hoping to get the car fast enough that I don't want to have to worry about doing the 1-2 shift, but we'll deal with that whenever the time comes. So good job, Motion. I approve. If you guys got any questions, hit up the comments down below. I'll drop a link in the description as always to this. And Made in America, don't, you know, continue to support these guys. They are putting out some good products. In fact, I did buy one of their throttle bodies, and we're going to do an unboxing review look at that because they are much like this, kind of middle of the road versus what's out there. There's cheaper models, there's way more expensive models, but for a drive-by cable throttle body, it is pretty pricey. So stick around for that. Listen, you guys know the drill. Thanks for stopping by the garage. Remember, ABT, always be tuning.